Are we ready here? You settled in? You all right with that dick on your chest? Because there's a big one.
Oh, not ready.
Right there. It looks like it. Right there. Just keep your arm right there.
Hold on. Adrian's not ready.
This is the Beers and BS podcast, sponsored by one of the locals, Under the Sun Inserts, Brewport Coffee House, and Brewport Cafe. And now here's your hosts, Adrian, Joe, and Mike.
1993.
This was the shit, man.
Where were you?
Graduated in high
1993.
school.
Where were we seniors in high school when this came out?
When I heard this song for the first time, I was hooked.
One hit wonder?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lunch in my bed. What's up, everyone? Welcome to Beers and BS, the podcast. We are your hosts. We got Joey to my right,
Yo.
Mike D sitting across.
Whoop, whoop.
I am Adrian. Down in Tennessee, we got Gabe, our producer. What's up,
Hello.
Gabe?
Good evening, Gabe.
As always, guys.
Gentlemen.
Episode 35.
Yes. As always, guys, we start our show off by telling the audience what we're drinking. Joey, how about you kick that off tonight?
Here we go.
I'm brown bagging a.
Nice.
Old school.
Let's play Guess What's in the Bag.
It's got to be. It's either a Modelo or a Bud.
I'm thinking Colt
No,
45.
It's one of my favorites, but I don't think I've drank it on the show. Stella.
Stella.
Nice, tall, cold one.
Yeah, nice.
Fucking freezing cold.
That's the only way to drink it.
That's it.
Mike, what do you got, bub?
I actually went with something a little different today. It's the Shiner Bock. The Shiner Bock. There we go.
I don't think I've ever had that.
Yeah, no, and it's actually very good.
Yeah?
Yeah, and what attracted me was on the bottom of the box here. It says every box purchase goes to help out a veteran.
Oh,
So,
nice.
hey,
That's
if we
awesome.
could drink beers and help out veterans at the same
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
No, that's great.
you can't actually do much more. You know that?
What is it? Shiner Bock?
Shiner Bock.
There it is.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, never had it. It looks, the color looks just like the beer you're drinking last week. The
Dude,
Victoria?
it's dark, but it goes down your palate very light.
Yeah?
Nice, tasty.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. Very good. Yeah, what about you? You drinking tonight?
I'm on medication, so I have to drink water.
She can come in too.
So you're back on water.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't mix alcohol with this this prescription.
Okay. I have something. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know anything about this. My daughter, she got me a few different beers,
For
for the pod.
nice.
She's like, yeah, I brought you home some beers, for the pod. So weird that she's 21. She,
She could
I
do
mean,
that,
just
right?
go buy.
I can't fucking wait for my daughters to bring me home.
So this one is from Bronx Brewery. Oof, easy for me to say. It's called World Gone Hazy IPA. And she knows I like the IPAs, and it's 7% alcohol.
Now, is that blurry on purpose, or am I just fucking?
That's the
Okay.
hazy thing is
Got
blurry.
Easy.
But I was trying to see the alcohol content, and it's getting worse by the day.
Yeah,
I give
This
a
is why
props.
Joey sleeps like a baby and I sleep like shit, and that is true.
they say your vision's the second thing to go. So, I mean,
Wow,
You
that's
know.
true.
You're getting beers. My kids are stealing beers from me. I don't understand.
Hold on. So you said what's the first?
well, I don't know.
You don't know.
Male performance, maybe.
Don't look this way. Don't look this way.
You weren't supposed to dive into the joke like that. It was a quick.
I'm sorry. I thought you had a stat for us.
No,
All right. Sorry. Maybe we could sidebar that one.
All right.
All right. Anyway, guys, let's get into this. I know, it's funny, right? This is episode 35, and we kind of started when we started this. We were talking about we're going to probably stay away from politics, right? That could be a touchy subject. And I think this is 4 episodes in a row. We're gonna
Politics and religion.
How do you
It's
stay away
ugly.
from this? I
But,
mean,
but
geez.
listen, we have to keep updated, right?
yeah.
And we're not choosing sides here or anything. We're just being relevant, with the times and letting the people know what we see is going on. That's
Yeah.
all.
So, I mean, there's so much to start the show with. This has been the weirdest, probably 3 weeks, 4 weeks, politically. I mean, since I've been paying attention
Dude, it's the
to
weirdest
politics.
election. Forget about it. It's the weirdest election ever. I think.
No, I'm
You know
saying
what I
just
mean?
since since I've been paying attention to politics, I don't remember ever a stretch like this.
I don't think it happened in history. Like this. No.
This is nuts. I mean, so last week it was an assassination attempt, right?
Right.
And then we had in between the Republican National
Convention,
right? That took place.
That was like 3 days after his assassination attempt, right?
Yes. And now everything I feel has shifted because, as the world knows, President Biden is dropping out of this election. Okay.
No, has dropped out.
Well, yeah, he has. You're right. Dropped out. But I was going to say, or was he kicked out? I don't know.
No.
That's
he voluntarily gave it
we
up.
can argue that all day.
That's how the package.
Well, that's.
But listen,
that's debatable.
The question is, no, they said they probably wouldn't fund him anymore, and you're not getting any more money, and it's over. And he had to make the decision. If they and him felt that he was no longer able to do the duties of the president of the United States in another 4 years.
So is that what you believe? Is that what you think?
But what I'm asking is he able to do those duties right now?
Okay,
you know what I mean?
But start with the first thing what you said. Though. Hold on. Where do you do you think that? Do you think that's what it was? That he feels I can't go another 4 years, health wise?
I think yeah.
But I'm saying you think that's why he stepped down?
Honestly, I mean, with all the pressure and because as a human being, you think you're invincible, and in your mind, you think you keep going and stuff. I mean, someone probably had to sit him down and be like, "Listen, bro, you're not functioning right."
I think since the debate, what was that, 3-4 weeks ago at this point, he's plummeted. His popularity has plummeted. Anybody who was going to vote for him, I think, was having second thoughts about possibly voting for
his donors. Donors dried up.
His donors dried up. I think he was nudged. The only way the Democrats could win this election is if this happened, and I think he was.
But
and I think the momentum's kind of swung a little.
You see, and that's funny. I agree. I agree.
Huh?
Towards Trump,
towards the Democrats.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
With letting him
with,
go. Kamala stepping up.
Yeah. See, now I agree with you because I think, me personally, I think he was completely forced into the situation. I don't think. Dude, just last week he was like, "There's no, I'm not. It's going to take me, something major for me to drop out." And then you hear today from Nancy Pelosi that she said, I guess after the debate, we could do this the easy way, we could do this the hard way, and the hard way was, I think, going this route.
Well,
yeah. So my opinion on this whole thing is that here's my theory, anyways. He was already sick with COVID, as they say.
Right.
When it was announced on his Twitter feed, and he does not operate his own Twitter feed. Someone else does that for him. Yeah. And it's usually that Karen John, whatever her name is, right? They announced that on Twitter, and then they posted a letter from him, supposedly a letter from him, and it's not even, doesn't have the presidential seal on it. It's not his real signature. And then we haven't heard from him for over a week, and only till today we saw him on a plane.
There were some rumors going around that he even might be dead.
I heard that too.
No, but
so
maybe
I think
COVID affects old people a lot worse than it does any regular person, right? So maybe it really fucking hit him home, and he said,
"Listen to this." So officially now, I saw this is the first presidential election since 1976 without a Biden, Bush, or a Clinton on the ticket.
What? Really?
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
He ran back then.
I don't know.
Well, Bush did. You're right. I think Bush Senior did.
76.
Okay, what were you saying though? You were in the middle of saying something.
So I think what they did was they, like Mike said, they kind of forced it. So they said they published that letter and that tweet, and there's no going back after that. I mean, Pandora's left the box. So they forced him to be like, okay, fine, I'll step down.
Yeah.
Shocking. So
shocking he hasn't spoke yet though.
But you know what?
Yeah.
Thank you, Joe Biden. Thank you for everything, and it was the right move to step aside. He honestly, he was his age, his mind wasn't there. People that support him could. I mean, if you're a logical person, you could see he was struggling. You know what I mean? And another 4 years is not going to help the situation. He's only get worse. I mean, now you said I don't know if things swing Kamala's way, but we have a race.
Yeah, but do
you feel so? Here's the thing about that is Trump just issued a letter. Let me go back to this really quick because this is going to be huge. The Trump campaign has filed a complaint with the Federal Election Commission after Democrats staged a successful coup on President Biden. It goes on to say that the Trump campaign is accusing Biden and VP Kamala Harris of violating campaign finance laws by rolling over funds.
Right. They don't want her to use the money that Joe got.
Well, that's kind of like one of my questions. How does that work? Because he had a bunch of money,
What was that, 240 million or something like that?
So does she automatically get
I heard that if he endorsed her and because she's on his ticket, that she would be allowed to do it. So, and that they're going to go forward with everything anyway. And if there's any fines to pay, they'll pay them afterwards. That's what I read today.
All right. So, I don't know. I don't understand all that. I'm assuming that this is kind of like, uncharted territory.
Yeah. Seems so fucking weird.
But how would you feel now without getting into, who everybody voted for or whichever direction, we don't need to do all that. I'm saying, but how would you feel? Okay. If the person you voted for in the primary, okay. So there's a primary for a reason.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, right.
So the person you voted for in the primary, right, opts out. So in other words, then you have no control of who the nominee. In this case, she wasn't on the ticket running for president. So anybody who voted for Joe Biden to, be the Democratic nominee, well, that's been gone. That's been taken away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No.
And now everybody, seems to be rallying around her. Meanwhile, she's, she's coming, like everybody kind of made her come off incompetent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For 4 years, nothing but jokes about
now this is it. This is your choice. Now, there's not one person that put her there besides obviously, the president and the top, leading Democrats. I'm saying, but not one citizen.
Well, I don't think it's official yet, right?
It's not official, but she has enough delegates to do it. No, you're right. It's not official till the convention.
No, it's not official.
Not official till the convention.
Right.
Yeah.
She has to accept a nomination.
But every big time Democrat, although last I heard, Obama hasn't come out and endorsed her, right? You had, what's his name?
No, Obama has not endorsed her.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Who's the guy from New York? The Chuck Schumer did today.
Yeah,
and Bokeem, what's his name? What's the guy? Hakeem Jeffries. He came out today. Now they're like
the leaders.
They're like, second and third in command or whatever, as far as, outside the president and vice president. So,
did you see actual press conference on that?
What's that?
Did you see Schumer's actual press conference on that? Because
I saw a clip.
He was the only one clapping.
Yeah.
Now that the process has played out from the grassroots bottom up, we are here today to throw our support behind Vice President Kamala Harris. I'm clapping. You don't have
to. Dude, I feel like the knife is still driven in this guy's back, Biden's back. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Hey, politics, they're sharks, right?
This is
you swim with the beast out there. And
yeah. Well, Mike, you said it. I mean, this is the craziest election.
Well, all right. Let me ask you this. After the attempted assassination, it looked like it was going to be an easy victory for Donald Trump.
Yes,
you still feel that way?
No.
Because you see so many people getting behind her now in the last 2-3 days. 2 days.
Who are these people though? Democrats?
Yeah, right. I mean, but those are the people that fund. But they're going to fund her and try to use their influence.
The funds that you're talking about are the funds from Joe Biden.
No,
the people that are supporting her are the people that are supporting Biden in the office.
Well, wasn't it?
There hasn't been any regular people come out and say, yes, I'm behind her.
Yeah.
But wasn't it said that she's raised like $100 million since he's dropped out?
Those are the funds that rolled over.
No, I rolled over funds were like 240 million. I heard, right? Something like that.
I don't know, but I heard
91 something million.
Elon Musk has been donating $45 million a month to Donald Trump.
A month to Trump. Yeah, because he wants that fucking. Christ. What is the satellite? What is the link? Starlink.
Yeah.
So when Trump gets in, him and they have Starlink everywhere in the public schools, army, you name it.
Donald Trump didn't even know about it. He said until this week.
Get the fuck out of here!
I'm not believing it. I'm not believing it.
Yeah. I didn't have sex with a porn star.
Wait, what? You just said something though before that about
Kamala.
Oh no, the momentum. I totally agree. I feel like supposedly, I guess that was a really good convention last week and stuff, and it was kind of exciting for him to come out, I guess, after he's just been shot and stuff after assassination. But I feel like all that moment, now everything, the tides have turned.
They stole
like right now, everybody's talking. This is a story.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking about her.
This is what the media wants it. This is a media push. That's all it is. But look at this. This is who they're saying is getting traction.
I can imagine what can be and be unburdened by what has been. What can be unburdened by what has been.
What can be unburdened by what has been.
What can be unburdened by what has been.
What can be
Unburdened by what has been.
what we can see, what we believe can be unburdened by what has been.
All right, I think we got it. But I'm saying, just I want you guys all to know, though, wherever you go, that's where you are. Okay.
Today, tomorrow's today. And
wherever you go is where you are.
Jesus Christ.
She's an absolute moron. This is where the term word salad came from, is from her.
Yeah.
People realize that she cannot speak intellectually without a fucking script, and it's the same script every single fucking time.
Well, she's gonna change it up.
Well, that's why I'm so surprised. They kind of like they've been bashing this woman, for I mean, I think mainstream media has as well.
Well, she's like,
they have
jokes
no
on
doubt.
you, Jack. I saw her bus roll out today. She came out half dancing, and says Kamala on the side. She's ready to go.
I'll tell you what, it's going to be. Remember, I was saying debates must see TV. Now, this next debate, that is fucking must see TV. These two are going to go at it. Oh, it's going to be great.
No, I mean, politics has stepped up to a whole different level in our lifetime.
Next 4 months going to be fun.
She can't debate either, by the way, because she got handled by Tulsi Gabbard.
Conversation back to the broken criminal justice system that is disproportionately negatively impacting Black and brown people all across this country today. Now, Senator Harris says she's proud of her record as a prosecutor and that she'll be a prosecutor president, but I'm deeply concerned about this record. There are too many examples to cite, but she put over 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations and then laughed about it when she was asked if she ever smoked marijuana. She blocked evidence. That would have freed an innocent man from death row until the courts forced her to do so. She kept people in prison beyond their sentences to use them as cheap labor for the state of California. And she fought to keep cash bail system in place.
That might be the next president of the United States right there.
Yeah.
All right. So then
what I don't understand is she was polling at 1.5% during that election cycle. 1.5%. Suddenly she's the Democrats' poster child for some reason.
I guess when it comes to her or Joe Biden, I guess then
yeah, right.
It's a setup.
Pick your poison.
Everyone's being fucking duped.
Crazy, weird. I'm kind of happy that we're living through this.
Are
you know what I mean? In a way, you know what I mean. In a way, let's see how it plays out in November. But it's interesting for sure. Now, I was saying, my next question, I'm like, do you guys think she has a chance?
Yeah, why not? I mean, everybody has a shot,
Yeah,
I think she definitely has a chance.
I definitely think so as well.
It's new blood, and
listen,
might spark some people.
She's got more of a chance than Joe Biden. Then
absolutely,
that's why that's why we are where we are. I think.
So a 60-minute interview just came out. I don't know if you saw this one or not.
You think women specifically going to get behind her?
Become the presidential nominee of your party.
Well, sometimes you just have to hawk Tua and on that.
That's awesome.
Good job, Gabe.
Got him.
Good job. You did. I was like waiting for it. Would you think women are gonna get behind her?
Yeah, like even maybe some, I don't want to say conservative women, but maybe some women that were on the fence, and now that a woman's running,
just because she's a woman.
Yeah,
Gabe, send me that. I gotta send that to my dad.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you ask if she has a shot. Maybe she does. Like they want a movement. 2 weeks ago we talked about feminism. And this could be their move. I think they were very close with Hillary last time. Against Donald Trump. But, we'll see.
This one's different, though.
They didn't get behind her.
It's funny, though, that it'd be the second time that he's battled a woman.
Yeah.
For the seat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't think that has ever happened from one guy.
No, I don't think so.
You know?
So it's going to be, like I said, interesting to watch. Another thing, sticking with politics, the Secret Service director, Cheadle, what's her name? Kim Cheadle?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. She, in my opinion, finally resigned. That's just my opinion.
No, it's not an opinion. She resigned.
No.
Finally.
I'm saying finally resigned. I mean, you know.
Do you think she was in on it? You know what I mean? That's the question.
No, I don't think. No.
Right.
I don't.
A lot of people were in on it. Yes.
You know who she's good friends with? Jill and Joe Biden.
Yeah, President.
Really?
Yes, that's how she got the job.
That I didn't know. That changes my opinion slightly. But I don't know how she didn't get up out of that seat and just fucking walk out of the room yesterday.
Right, and say fuck off.
Yeah.
Right. Don't talk to me this. Yeah.
She took some fucking heat, man.
Yeah, but you know what though, man? I think rightfully so though.
Right.
And a lot of those questions, they weren't like, you know, they were just basic questions.
Yeah.
And basic questions that I feel like she, by day 9 or whatever it was, you know, 9 days later, she should have the answers to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she was just, you know, stiff arming everybody.
But once again, who loses? The public, right? Because we still don't know shit about this fucking attempted assassination.
Now there was stand-in Secret Service, apparently that they borrowed from the Homeland Security.
They're not even
real
Secret
fucking Secret
Service.
So is this a manpower thing?
They say the woman that was fumbling her gun and didn't know what to do. She was Homeland.
She was a security guard at Sears.
But I'm saying, like, is this a manpower thing? Are they short on people?
So I don't know. We've heard things that Biden administration or Biden himself denied extra, you know, Secret Service protection for Trump in the last 2 years, or you know. But maybe that might be normal. You know what I mean? You have your fucking people. You don't need more. You know, you could just like fuck off. You're going against me. You know, you have what you need.
Well, no, that's not exactly the case, because Robert F. Kennedy Jr. also asked for protection, and he was flat out denied.
Yeah, but I mean that costs the country money. Like, you know, all right.
Do you know what their budget is every year?
I don't know, but you got to. I guess you have to show some proof, like you being hunted down. I guess.
Hold on. So you don't think he should have protection?
Who, RFK?
Yeah.
I don't know.
His father was assassinated.
I know his father and his uncle were assassinated, but he's been walking around all this time without it, right?
Yeah.
But he was also not a presidential candidate.
I mean, has he done things that warranted people wanting to kill him? I honestly don't know. You know?
Yes, he has.
I'm sure there's got to be some threat against his life at some point.
As much as he's spoken out against COVID, yes, he has.
My thing is this: if this is what happens, if you provide Secret Service to, you know, people that are running for president, then everybody should get it.
I agree.
Is that but is that the rule? If you're running for president, you get Secret Service. If you're running,
oh yeah, when they're running, why does Donald Trump have it? Well, he's a former president.
He's a former president, right? He gets it for life, and his family gets it for life.
He had it though when he was running.
I don't know that.
No, I'm telling you.
All candidates, though. I'm asking, like, all candidates
Obama did. Obama did. Bush did.
You have it for the rest of your life.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, so
as a president, you have it for the rest of your life.
But
let's say, you know,
no, but I'm saying if he loses, right? So if he loses, no, he doesn't have it for the rest of his life.
No.
Do congressmen have it? And senators?
They have their own security, but it's not a full staff.
Right, but
it's only on
are they
request.
considered Secret Service agents? Because maybe that's why someone like Obama or other political figures would have it already while they were running, because they were governor or, you know. All
right, so you're looking at this as a cost-cutting measure?
No, but you have to fulfill guidelines in order, you know, to receive it. That's it. I don't know.
Wait, so you have to be threatened? So in
or
other words, so you
government employee?
You want them to be reactive, not proactive.
I mean, Adrian,
I'm saying, but is that what you want? You want them to be reactive?
I want Secret Service protection.
No, you're not running for. You're not running, but you're not running for.
You're not a public
president
figure.
You know what I mean?
All right.
But that's the point.
Is that the rule, though? I'm asking. Is that the rule? Everybody that runs gets it.
I can't say definitively that it is the rule, but I know that since I've been paying attention to elections, these guys have been. It's very rare. Do you see 3 candidates, right? 3 main candidates.
At this point, but in the beginning, there's fucking 8 from each side. You know, Does everybody?
Well,
that's what I'm saying. Does everybody get it?
Once you get narrowed down to a certain point, And there are stipulations. You are right. There are stipulations. But once you reach those stipulations, you do get it. RFK Jr. was asked for it. He was within the guidelines, asked for it, and has not received it up until last week after the assassination attempt.
Yes.
And this is all because of Joe Biden. Joe Biden is in charge of Homeland Security and the Secret Service. So that they fall right in line under his guidance.
I mean, me personally, if I'm doing shit and they ask me, hey, should we dish out fucking security for the guys that are trying to take your job? Me personally, I'm like, tell them, go fuck off. Really, get your own protection.
And that's why people think it's an inside job. Because look at the series of events that's happened. They try to
you can sit up there and fucking Sleepy Joe and I shit my pants, but now you want me to pay you for your fucking security?
First they persecute Trump, then they prosecute Trump, then they try to take him out by assassination. They couldn't do that. So next thing you know, the guy that they wanted to defeat Trump.
Next thing you know, they did the worst
out.
thing possible. They sick a woman on him. She's gonna.
This is all an inside job.
It is inside, of course. How could this kid 20-year-old kid get away with everything by himself? And have you seen footage of the water tower?
No.
Yes. No.
Was there a second shooter on there?
The people are saying there is.
There's footage of someone on the water tower.
Yep. In the distance.
I didn't see this yet.
Yeah.
With the weapon?
You can't see, but you can definitely see him appear and then walk around to the back once shit is done.
And how far away was the water tower?
I would say a good distance, but
it was
not for a sniper.
Another 75 yards away or so, but it was elevated, obviously.
Oh, it was only 75 yards past where Cook was?
It's adjacent to that building, yeah.
And nobody has, nothing's been like, no fact checked about if maybe if an employee was there checking on something?
Well, if that's the case, why wasn't there a sharpshooter on that water tower? There should have been, because you always go for the higher ground, right?
And when you say a setup, an inside job, like it had to include Trump's people as well, no?
No.
What do you mean no?
His inside circle would not have known about it. That's why they assigned other people to him that were.
If you're his inside people, you make it your job to protect this guy. You know what I mean?
Inside people, inside job meaning this Kim Cheadle and Joe Biden. Deep state. That's basically it.
I mean,
I put nothing past anything. We've seen everything so far, you know.
But I mean, somebody died, man.
Yeah.
Shot. They could have died. It's like I just kind of find it hard to believe. You know what I mean?
Who knows though? You never fucking know.
I mean, people always suspect the government doing some fucked up shit, right?
I guess.
But
this was the interaction yesterday that I loved the most.
You know what else is dangerous? I believe your horrifying ineptitude and your lack of skilled leadership is a disgrace. Your obfuscating today is shameful, and you should be fired immediately and go back to Garden Doritos. Mr. Chairman, I yield back.
Garden Doritos.
I mean,
he said he took out his. I watched some of this. That he actually hasn't shot his rifle in 6 years. He took it out the same distance as the kid, and after like fucking 15 minutes, I think he said he had 14 out of 15 headshots. He had like a 94% fucking kill rate.
Really?
Yeah, and how they allowed this to happen. You know what I mean? And he's an amateur, and the kid was much more skilled. The kid was going to the range and stuff.
Dude, it was gross incompetence. You know what I mean?
But you hear so much weird shit. Like the kid walked up with the ladder without the rifle, as if the rifle was already there, and
was flying a drone.
He definitely had his scene set because he was walking around. You could see a few videos of him walking in the background behind the stage an hour before the rally started.
Really?
Yeah, and he's just walking around, and people see him. This was before he was even on the roof. And, it was reported then that there was somebody suspicious, but they're saying he wasn't considered a threat at that point.
There's a video.
3 hours before. 3 hours before and 1 hour before.
There's this video. I don't know if you guys see this. I don't know. Instagram, Facebook. Some guy's walking. He goes, tell me if you see anything unusual, right? He's just standing there in front of the camera. And he's like, just tell me if you see anything unusual. And then you see him walking with a gigantic ladder through some grass field. You know what I mean?
don't see that. No.
Yeah. And it's just fun. Mike, what were you going to say?
Oh, I mean, I've been watching a lot of stuff on the internet, and BlackRock. Are you familiar with this BlackRock?
That's like a military group, right? Is that
and some conglomerate that fucking has their hands in everything?
Spell it. Oh, that's gonna be on the spelling bee.
But apparently this kid went to that school. There was video of him in a commercial with them and stuff. And then you hear like he's been on the FBI system and that they visited him a couple of times recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, this is what I'm hearing on the internet. I don't know how factual everything is, but this is the shit that's going around.
Do you think
so? 2 days ago, it came out that he had 2 cell phones. One of the cell phones had interactions with someone at the shooting range that he visited, and he had covert meetings with someone in 3 different locations leading up to the assassination attempt day.
Let me ask you this: How far in advance was this rally planned? Like, when does this go on the calendar? You know what I mean?
I think it was on there for a good month.
A month?
Okay, so that's a long time to prepare for this. If this was like
that's a great question, Joe.
Yeah, if this was like 10 days out and then they announced this rally, then that kind of changes things.
Yeah.
I don't know. And to answer your question from last week, I think Trump recently had another outdoor rally. Isn't that correct? Just recently?
I'm not sure, honestly.
Yeah, I think he did.
They actually just announced today that the Secret Service is asking Trump not to have any more outside rallies. As of today, they asked him that.
Yeah, makes sense.
So now, who's leading the Secret Service right now? That she quit.
I don't know if there's a replacement.
Joe Biden, he got this. Don't you worry about it.
I mean, he is in charge of the Secret Service.
Is he though?
I mean,
he handpicked.
Come on, man.
He coordinates it.
The president is in charge. Like it was up to him to fire her, and he didn't.
Yeah.
You blew it.
This shit is deep though. I mean, I don't want to say this poor woman because she didn't know what her subordinates were doing or whatever, but like there's a total setup.
Dude, she didn't even visit the site. She didn't even go to the site.
Well, once you know, you're like,
it's only been 9 days.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
It's a total fucking mess. She probably, the handwriting's on the wall.
They have to do
They shot out the president on her watch.
a 60-day investigation before she can comment on any of those questions.
Exactly.
Look,
She's trying to like
if AOC is saying that this is all complete bullshit, then this is complete fucking bullshit. When she's on, when this is a bipartisan effort to find out what the fuck is going on because it was bullshit.
That was nice to see. That was nice to see that everybody was on
Absolutely.
board.
I
You know what
agree.
I mean? That everybody was on board with like, and they're just baffled.
How could it be?
Baffled. They're like,
And
what do you
still,
mean you don't
no one gets any
have the
answers.
answers?
No
You know
one
what I
gets
mean?
any answers. We're done. Another conspiracy, fucking run wild and let us guess and fucking, make jokes or whatever. But the guy almost lost his life.
I can't wait to see the Saturday Night Live sketch on that. That's going to be a good one.
Alec Baldwin just shooting a fucking gun at Trump.
No, the Secret Service to hearing. That's going to be good.
Oh, wow. Yeah. They're brutal. They're funny as fuck.
Anyway, guys, crazy times in politics.
Really quick, this was a window from the vantage point
by the cops
where the shooter was.
Yeah.
This is where the cops were. It was a rooftop window.
Yeah,
Yes.
they showed the thing today and she said that there was a tree blocking. There's no trees blocking anything.
Wait, the closest roof to the camera is where he was?
This is where the police were hanging out, and the roof is where that.
Oh my God, that is unexcusable.
Dude, this is a colossal,
inexcusable,
colossal fuck up.
It's not a fuck up. It's a setup, inside job, setup, whatever you want to say. And we're not stupid. There's no way this kid pulled the shit off by himself. No way.
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
You think he did?
Do you know?
No,
I don't know.
You think he did it by himself?
I'm saying I don't know. I don't know if he did.
That image there. He's right under their fucking their noses. How do they not see
had to
this
have
fucker?
had help. He had to have had help.
Bro, you see videos, people like minutes before, they're like, look, he's up on the roof. No one does nothing. They're like, go ahead. Pick up the rifle.
I can't wait to go home and
Pick
look up
it up.
the water tower
and
shit.
that's just goes to solidify how fucking lucky is this guy? How lucky is this? I mean, this is incredible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That this guy it just nipped his ear.
No. Anybody see what his ear looks like yet?
No.
No.
By the way, was it a headshot on the kid, on Cook? Does anybody know that? It was?
Yeah.
No.
I believe so, because it was one bullet.
So there's been 2 videos. Brandon Herrera put out a video. Brandon Herrera was trying to run for Congress in Texas. He's also an ex Special Forces guy, SEAL. He put out a video trying to reenact the shooting. So from 150 yards away, he took a shot at a ballistics dummy and tried to pierce the ear just to prove like, hey, this isn't a staged thing. Trump didn't try to go out there and just say to someone, hey, just shoot my ear. He's trying to disprove that theory, and he does. So he tries to take the shot at a ballistic dummy. Shows that it's not, capable. There's another guy. His name is Mike. I forget his last name, but he has a YouTube channel called Garand Thumb, and it's a gun channel. He tried the exact same thing from 150 yards with just a red dot optic on it, and he couldn't do it. And these guys are trained riflemen that were, special forces, SEAL teams, and that sort of thing.
I just saw the water tower video. That's wild.
You can see the guy up.
Yeah.
Right? I sent it to Gabe in the email just now, but I hopefully I did it right.
Yeah. All right. I guess hopefully more information is to come. Yeah.
No, you hope.
That's what I'm saying. Hopefully.
You see how Congress, they subpoenaed this woman because she didn't even want to show up.
Yeah.
And they tried to drill her for every answer and got nothing.
So what happens now that she resigned? She still gets, they can still bring her back, right? Obviously if subpoena, but I'm saying
but we need to bring back the people in the field, man. Fuck her. She was in the office. I want the guys in the field. I want their account of what happened.
We got to get them on the pod.
What they didn't do,
Get the shooter on the pod now. Now, can she be hired at a lower position?
Yeah.
I suppose anything's possible, but she's displayed her amount of incompetence. Yeah. Why would we want her? Oh man!
Yeah, so
what a crazy couple weeks in this country, huh?
It really has, man. It really has. And for us not to be a political show, it's it's been catching headlines. Speaking of headlines, though, right? We got a big one.
Before you move on, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's just wild how much shit is on video now. Like everything.
Everybody's got a
all
phone,
this
man.
fucking footage of all this. Like when Reagan was shot, there was nothing. Everybody was in the dark. You didn't really know.
Yeah.
There was some footage, but not. Now
dude, everybody's a reporter.
20 angles of everything.
Well, when JFK got shot, that footage didn't come out for 20 years after the fact.
20 years? Oh wow!
They needed time to work on it, scrub it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
A comedian put it out. He found the footage, and he released it. I think it was on the Geraldo show.
No shit. Fucking Geraldo. That guy had some stash.
I think he still does. I think he still rocks it.
It's very Village People-esque.
That stash got him a lot of gas, bro. Yeah, he did.
Free mustache rides.
Geraldo was.
Oh man, you see it, right? That's what I love about guys. Honestly, that's what I love about us. And I love about it. Right? We just go. It just right. Conversation just carries to all these weird places.
Show writes itself.
What Joey says. All right. So before, like I said, speaking of, headlines, stuff like that, we got a big one this week, right? We have the Summer Olympics starting on Friday. All right?
Yeah.
Pretty big deal. I'm excited for
I'm
it.
excited too.
Yeah? No? Mike, you're not excited? Huh?
I'll keep tabs on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
What would you rather watch? What would you rather watch? The new breakdancing competition or the dance floor competition in gymnastics?
Gymnastics.
Yeah, I think gymnastics.
I always get into the gymnastics. I like it.
We do well in gymnastics. That's why,
Gabe, what about you? Because I seems like I can hear your heart breaking when we all said gymnastics.
He wants the hip hop.
No, I to be honest with you, I'd rather watch the gymnastics also because I just can't believe they allowed breakdancing in the fucking Olympics.
Yeah.
Even though some breakdancers are amazing,
dude,
right?
Super talented.
Oh yeah, spins on their heads and shit. Like,
super
oh my god,
they're athletes.
Yeah.
I guess, you know what? You're right. I guess so.
Yeah.
They're in the Olympics, they're athletes.
You hear that our boy Snoop Dogg is going to be carrying the torch?
Yeah. And all right, keep it up. What's your take on that?
I'm like, Snoop Dogg, really? That's our representation? But smoke weed every day.
You think he's gonna have a big fucking blunt in his mouth when he's walking dead?
Yeah, he's gonna try to run, but he's gonna be winded.
For shizzle, my nizzle.
If he tries to light a blunt with that torch, I'm fucking turning the TV off.
That would be fucking hysterical.
That would be very funny.
That would be hysterical.
I agree. I think that'd be very funny if he did do that. Yeah, I gotta be honest, a little shocked to hear that, man. That is are we short on people?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's our representation.
You know what I mean, you know, my wife said, she was like, you know, if you heard Tom Brady was doing it, you'd be like, oh, okay, it makes, you know, kind of makes sense. And he like, fucking Snoop Dogg.
But listen, this is what we do. Like Dennis Rodman, he was our representation in Korea.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is what we do.
Well, I mean, you know, send a lunatic to deal with a lunatic.
Yeah, I guess so.
You know, but I'm excited, man. I love the Olympics and especially the Summer Olympics.
Same.
I have to be honest, you know, probably like the biggest thing I like to watch is the basketball, for sure. But I'm a little nervous. You know what I mean? I mean,
you thought they were going to dominate
on paper. This team is fantastic. You know what I mean? The U.S. Olympic team on paper, but these, you know, Europe, you know, these foreign players have gotten. I mean, some of the best players in the league are not from the United States.
No,
you know, Giannis, you know, Jokic, Luka, Doncic. You know what I mean?
It's definitely more. What is it? Even this level competition throughout the world now.
Yeah,
sure.
But I'm excited for the basketball. I'm excited for I love, for whatever reason, bro. It's probably one of the only times. I can't say the only times. I mean, I don't watch too much, but volleyball. I love watching volleyball, beach volleyball, and you know, regular volleyball during the Olympics. Soccer. What else? Track.
Did I hear there's like an ex-NBA player in the volleyball this year? Olympic?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No,
I'm trying
men's or women?
Men's.
I don't watch the men's. I watch the women specifically.
What is it?
I watch the women's volleyball specifically.
Yeah, you like to see those juggies.
No, that's
yeah,
cool.
I think like an ex-NBA player, you know, I forget who it was. He wasn't that popular, but you know, so he's playing on the Olympic team.
Do we know how far is Paris? What, 7 hours behind us? Ahead of us? I'm sorry.
I'm not sure.
They're about 8
hours ahead of us. Okay. I remember. Do you remember? God, what was it? I think it might have been Tokyo, 2008. I know
waking up early in the morning.
I know this because I had to get my tonsils. I had emergency tonsillectomy, and like Joey said, I had a lot of surgeries.
Jesus, man.
And it was so bad I had to sit up because I had an abscess on my tonsils. They were infected. And it was starting to close my airway if I laid down. Oh. So I had to sit up, and I was watching. That's what I was doing. 2:00 in the morning, whatever, 3:00 in the morning, watching Tokyo Olympics. Thank goodness for that.
So check out these scores from the men's basketball. They almost lost to South Sudan.
Yeah, last second LeBron.
They're not necessarily crushing teams like they should.
No.
So
yeah, but that's exhibition. That's exhibition. You know,
this is practice right now.
They're definitely not going hard right now.
Yeah, Durant hasn't even stepped on the court yet.
He's not even there yet, right?
I think he's there.
Is he there?
I think he's there. Yeah, but he
had a knee issue or something.
Calf.
Isn't LeBron carrying the torch or something?
Yes, he is. Which, right?
You don't mind.
No, I'm saying understandable, right?
He's an athlete representing America.
Not surprised, right? He's participating in the Olympics. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's one of the best, you know, athletes ever. You know what I mean?
I don't know how Snoop got
Snoop
involved.
Dogg, right? I mean, this guy's a former gang member who might still be in a gang. I don't know, right? I mean, you know, music, you know, rapper, you know,
hey, God bless,
artist.
Gibraltar. DJ Gibraltar.
A little shocking to hear that Snoop Dogg. But so I mean, sorry, my question was, I wanted to bring it. Will you guys be tuning in?
Yes.
Yeah. Mike, not so much, right?
Yeah, hearing that.
Yeah, hearing that. Okay.
I usually get locked in.
You?
Even though I don't like LeBron, that's America's team, so yeah, I'm watching.
So now, I guess I'm assuming. So there's a break then, right? For like because it's WNBA. There'll just be a break in the season, I guess, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I just want to clear that up for Joey.
They just had their All-Star game too, right?
They did.
Yeah.
And I think their All-Star break is An extended break.
Their break.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
They had Angel Reese and Clark playing on the same team.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah.
And they kicked ass.
I don't know. Joey?
I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
But I know Caitlin Clark didn't want to be on the Olympic team, right? Is that
well, she wasn't picked.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know she didn't want to do the 3-point contest. That's what I heard.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
she said she needed a break.
We'll keep track. We'll do a little medal count, right? And keep track and hopefully
Well, talking about WNBA, Gabe, I sent you an email about our favorite WNBA star, Brittany
Greer.
Yes,
Brittany
yes.
Griner.
Give me
Griner,
1
right.
second, I'll grab that.
What happened now? We got something.
Brittany Griner.
We got some news.
Yeah, she was scratching her balls.
Yeah, no, it's along those lines. It's like, okay.
Is she on the Olympic team?
Huh?
Is she on the Olympic team?
I don't know.
I would think so, right? I mean, my God.
If I was her, I would never leave this country again.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a great point. I agree. That's a great.
Only play home games. I wouldn't leave my fucking state.
Yeah.
I'm good here. I'm good.
I DoorDash everything. I don't even leave the house.
You're about to be a mom. How is that feeling? Pops. Oh, let me get it together. About to be a pops.
Oh my God.
Deeper voice than me. Deeper voice than me.
Yeah. I mean, did you hear her?
Yeah, I know, man.
She wants to be called
Pops.
I know. But
Pops. Call me
it's-
Pops.
Bro,
How many-
and she had a deep voice.
Okay, so but how many?
I'm just saying, it just goes with everything I've been saying for the last couple of
So
weeks.
let me just say,
No.
how many males, okay, lower their voice to sound like a female?
We're living in some wild times right
We
now.
really are, man. But right, I mean, how many, right? How many males change their voice,
Yeah. No, you're right.
right?
Yeah.
To sound like a female or feminine. You know what I mean? So that's not shocking.
I know both your wives and my wife. Put them all in a room together, and not one of them can come close to making a deep voice like that. Not one of them.
I agree.
I just had a kid. Call me
You know what I
Pops.
mean? She's like, yeah, call me Pops.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. You know, I don't know. Somebody should check. That's all I'm saying. Just,
Okay.
just give me a check.
Holy mother of Jesus. She's a man.
That's all I'm asking for.
All right, yeah, so that's the Olympics. Oh boy, I love you guys.
He's a
I want
nasty person.
I wanted to bring this up to you guys. Have you guys heard? Okay, this is a little. We're going to touch on a little, something we brought up a few weeks ago. Okay, our guy JT, right, was out in Long Island, Sag Harbor. Right, got a DWI. Right, supposedly had one martini. At the All American Hotel, very famous place, very popular place in Sag Harbor.
Very, very bougie.
Yes, very bougie. I mean, Sag Harbor's bougie, right? When we
Yeah.
say, yeah. So, I was reading that the town itself has really picked up since this happened, and people have been flocking to the All American, and they're calling it a Justini.
It's just
Okay, a Justini that they wanted to have, and I thought that was kind of interesting.
It is
You know what I mean?
interesting. Hey,
A lot of photos.
you're trying to monetize on anything you can.
Yeah,
man.
that's
I
what I'm saying.
And what is the Justini? They just take every old drink on the bar and pour it in one glass?
Supposedly, the bartender kind of like, he kind of backed that story up that he only had one drink.
Really?
But
Yeah, that I'm trying to find the Justini on Google, and it's nothing is coming up.
Who knows what his shape was when he walked into that bar? You know what I mean?
Correct.
Did
You could got pre-gaming somewhere else.
I mean, something's coming up about people going to the All American though, right, Gabe? Because I mean,
Yes.
You making this shit up, Adrian?
yeah, you know what? The
No,
show
there
writes
is there's an
itself.
article on page 6, page6.com, saying that people are.
You just wrote that 5 minutes ago.
Well, then you know what? Let's get the t-shirts going, guys. All right, let's coin the phrase Justini.
Let's
All right. Yeah. Anyway, just wanted to bring that up. Just a little follow up to that story. Guys, I got a serious question for you. This is something that affects me. Almost every day, this affects me. And I feel like it's kind of an epidemic that's sweeping the nation. I definitely know I'm not alone on this.
You're not.
Okay. And that is, do you guys feel that there is a right way to load the dishwasher?
1 million fucking percent.
Yes.
Yes.
No. My wife and
Yes.
I fight about this every day.
Okay. So wait, so where do you stand?
You put it in there, you hit the button, and you come back when it's done.
All right, Gabe. Yeah.
So
I don't care how
Gabe,
you
you're
put
wrong.
it in
No,
there.
but the rack is set up to make it, so that the dishes go in the bottom.
Yeah,
All right.
Joe.
Something tells me if you have a smaller amount of volume going into the dishwasher. All right. So do you run your dishwasher every day, Gabe?
Yes.
All right. So there's 2 of you in your household, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I think that makes things a lot easier.
Right. Not 5.
Yeah.
Right?
The
When
only
it's not, when it's not full.
When it's not full.
Yeah. Oh,
the
absolutely.
only rule that I have is you put the knives pointy side down. You
Okay.
don't put them pointy side up.
Yeah.
Right. So, Gabe, I would say that classifies as you feel is the right way to load a dishwasher.
Yeah.
I would say that's a safety precaution more than the right way of doing it.
Got it. But as far as putting the plates in, those things are designed to hold certain things a certain way.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Right. And if that's not happening in my house, it's an issue.
But
Thank you.
that big frying pan sometimes doesn't fit the right way, right?
You're putting frying pans in the dishwasher?
Yeah, I do the way you say.
I'm only doing that if there's room. If there's no room,
Right.
I'm hand washing it. You know what I mean?
But it doesn't have a slot for it, is what I'm saying to you. So sometimes you got to get creative.
You do.
Let me ask you guys, all right? Because I'm Joe. I feel like you feel my pain, and I appreciate that. Because this is a real thing. When you're loading the dishwasher, okay,
mm-hmm.
do you put the dish where it's facing in, or do you facing out?
There's like 6 of them they all faced in one
This is
direction
deep.
towards the water, right?
In, right?
Yeah.
Towards the water.
This is really deep. We're getting more deeper than I thought we were going to get on this subject.
Because facing out is just fucking stupid, right?
You got to face the water pressure.
Yes.
All right, and I like the knives up so that they get sanitized by the hot
See,
water.
I have a tray. My knives and silverware, they lay it down. You know what I mean? They're not pointing up or down.
I like all of them pointing up and out and free. Like I feel like if they're in that little basket, that they're not getting as washed. as they
I would
could.
agree with that.
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
But like my mother-in-law used to watch my kids, and thankfully she did some cleaning when she was there, and she used to load the dishwasher, and it was just like there was no rhyme or reason to it ever. Like there could be a fucking plate, fucking pan.
No,
it was, and I used to come home, and my wife thought I was crazy because I would fucking rearrange the dishwasher.
That's what I do. That my wife loads the dishwasher, and I love you. I really do. I love you. But when she loads dishwasher, I got to rearrange it.
Yeah,
yeah. She points it out.
No, you got to point it out.
Who the fuck?
I just found an article, and it was published by a company called Cascade that does the little
yeah. Everybody knows Cascade.
things. There is a right way of doing it.
Okay, and what is it?
Face the dishes face in.
Yeah, there we go.
The plate faces
exactly.
in.
Right. Only animals. Okay. Face the dishes. Face the plates out. Okay.
And what about this? I got 2 other things similar to this. Condiments. They belong on the fucking doors in the refrigerator. Do not put the ketchup on a shelf in the fucking fridge.
I agree.
Okay.
Unless there's no room. Unless you're out of room. Because I've had that recently.
All right. I don't give a fuck if there's no room. Find the spot on the door. And
Joey's like checking expiration dates. All right,
no,
we'll
seriously,
make
like
room.
it drives me bananas.
No, he's looking for the mustard and can't find it. It's hidden behind the milk.
And this one doesn't bother me.
Mayo on ham. Mayo on ham.
The toilet paper. Is it fucking?
That don't bother me. Flop up or flop down.
No. It's gotta be facing. Like in other words,
pulling down.
Yes.
From like the wall, closer to the wall.
No.
So
closer to you.
Yeah. That's
closer to you.
how I'm on that page.
Yeah. I changed that. That's another thing between my wife and my kids.
OCD,
I changed that.
Does it really matter?
It could be. I have a little bit of OCD.
I change
I don't
that every
think it
day.
matters.
Every day.
It just
You know what
pulls,
drives me
it
crazy?
pulls easier the other way.
So here's what drives me crazy. My wife will take a new roll of toilet paper when there's only half a roll left, take the half roll off, put the new roll on, take the half roll, put it on top of the new roll.
I've done that too. Yeah,
and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Now I got to fucking rearrange everything.
No,
I'm taking a shit.
No, it's about being prepared.
So she's
about being prepared.
She's pre-starting the fresh roll, but you're not allowed to use that yet until the other roll's gone.
Yes.
Right.
I've done that too.
Nah, I don't.
Yeah, but you got. There's a lot of work with a half a roll there. Why change it?
Well, no,
until
not
it's
a
done?
half roll. I mean, I'm probably more like
like one more wipe.
Yeah, like maybe 1 or 2 sit-ins. Seatings maybe. I don't know, but no, I've done that too.
Sessions. How
Yeah,
about
there
that?
you go. Very good, Joseph.
Pooping.
Yeah, but dude, this is a real thing, and I'm glad I'm not alone. And I hope. Have you had a conversation with your mother-in-law?
She knows.
Yeah,
she knows.
Listen, the woman's doing you a favor, and on top of it, she's cleaning.
Yeah,
give her a break.
No, I know.
As long as they come out clean, you know.
Yeah. I mean, you wait till she leaves before you rearrange. Right?
Oh, 100%. I wait till I know she's home. In case she comes back and she forgot something.
Hey, hey, mom-in-law, text me when you get home so make sure you got home safe. I just want to make sure everything's okay. Quick, open a dishwasher. You see Joey.
My wife will attest to that. That's happened many times.
That's funny. And you know what, dude? Those are great points, great things you brought up as well, as far as the toilet paper and what was the other thing?
The condiments in the fridge.
Condiments in the fridge. All right. So Joey, you get the week off now. Yeah, you know what? You're right. This does sound like something like he would say.
Yes.
But I think it's a real thing. And I'm not alone. All right. Anyway, you guys got anything else before we get into our brew email?
No, but I thought this was a very interesting show today. I do.
Did you?
Yeah.
And why is that, Joe?
I don't know. I think we touched on some important shit, man.
Yeah. Dude, listen.
You gotta be relevant.
It's beers and BS.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah,
Beers and BS. You know?
Really quick before we get into it, I just checked the recent polls, and Trump is still up by 7 points.
Okay. When does the DNC start?
August,
next week.
Okay.
I thought it was next week.
August is next week, isn't it?
Oh, I thought for some reason it was like the first week of August.
Oh, I think it's like the third week of August.
Is it really? No.
Yeah,
late?
I think so. I think it's kind of late.
Oh.
August, maybe like.
Who would she pick as her vice? Jesus.
I don't know. Well, like, I mean,
August 19th through the 22nd.
Yeah, there it is. Once again, what is August 19th?
So this political map that I'm looking at, it's showing that it's pretty much going to be a landslide with Harris still in there. Only states that she looks like she might win is New York.
I know he's predicting it already. You sound like
California.
Fox.
This guy's like,
Washington.
He's like, I don't know if you guys know, but I live in Tennessee. And Tennessee, the state of Tennessee
She started 2 days ago.
This is a bipartisan electoral website that does predictions.
And they're based in Tennessee.
And are they slated for another debate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so when's that going down?
I think September.
They haven't announced it yet.
September.
Yeah, bro. We going out?
It's an outdoor event.
we going out for that
It's an
one?
outdoor event?
It's an outdoor debate.
We going to have a party for that one?
This just in. The next debate will be outdoor.
That's going to be fucking great.
It's at the Buffalo Wild Wings.
We're going out. All right. So we got anything else, guys, before we get into our pre-agreement?
No, I'm good.
I think
All right.
this is it.
And Joey loves this episode. All right,
Bob.
All right, guys. Our brew crew email.
Welcome.
Mike, what's our email?
You've got mail.
It is the Brew Crew at beersandbs.com.
Joey, where can people find us?
You can find us on Odyssey. You can find us on Spotify, YouTube, Apple, Amazon, and on social media. Look for us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook.
Very good. Very good. And this brew crew email is brought to you by the Brewport Coffee House. Brewport Coffee House in Bellport,
Yes.
New York, Long Island. Also, Brewport Cafe in the Sachem Library.
Yes.
All right. If you're in Bellport, you're in Sachem, in those areas, please stop in and have some of the best coffee you'll ever have in your life.
Mention Adrian. We'll put it on his tab.
There we go. Boom. All right, guys. We got 2 emails. We're back to 2 emails. Brew crew email. Our first one is a returning emailer, and that's Gio from Ronkonkoma.
Gio. Thank you, Gio.
Gio from Ronkonkoma. Gio brings up, this is kind of interesting to me. It's the 20th anniversary of the HBO show Entourage. Where do you rank it amongst other HBO shows? So first off, you guys all watch Entourage, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yet.
No.
Really?
No.
Mike.
Why?
No. I'm not an Entourage guy.
Why not, bro? That's like, I feel like we relate to that.
You would love
Yeah,
Mike.
I just never could get into it, man.
You've tried.
I mean, yeah, the guy, you know, and I know what the show's about. I've seen like maybe 1 or 2 episodes. I just can't get into it.
Really?
They're riding the coattails of the one dude, and
but it's funny.
It's not a true story.
I just never got into it.
Actually, it kind of is. Mark Wahlberg, right?
It kind of is a true story.
Yeah.
Is it really? See,
Yeah, it's based on Mark Wahlberg.
It turned me off.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
Gabe, I know
you guys,
you've seen it, right, Gabe?
Yep, I probably watch that once a year. That series once a year.
Oh, really? You watch it over?
Yeah, that's what I do with all the HBOs. Right now, I'm rewatching The Wire.
Oh, nice. We should watch. I want to watch
Best show,
that.
right, Gabe? Best show.
We were talking about that when we were in Baltimore.
I was trying to put Mike onto that. Mike hasn't seen it, and we were in Baltimore, and I'm like, oh man, right there. It's like that's where Omar is.
Since we're talking about The Wire, according to IMDb, The Wire is the #1 show ranked on HBO.
What did I tell you?
Some people think that's the best show ever created.
Really?
Yeah. Game of Thrones is #2. The Sopranos is #3. Boardwalk Empire 4. Deadwood 5. Oz 6. Entourage is 9th.
Really?
I got to be honest. When Boardwalk Empire first came out, I was obsessed with it. I loved it.
Me too. I agree.
I kind of maybe season 3 or season 4. Kind of.
Mike, you watch Boardwalk Empire? No.
No. Is that Paul Giamatti?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No.
What the fuck's his name?
Buscemi.
Buscemi. Steve Buscemi.
Oh, Steve Buscemi.
And a bunch of other good actors.
Yeah.
Good show.
What's it about?
That's kind of a true
Mafia?
story. That's based on a true story too.
Mafia.
Yeah.
Prohibition. You know what I'm saying?
Shows
Prohibition,
how-
Atlantic City.
Basically, how Atlantic was
know.
built.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. So
how do you rank it amongst? How do you guys rank Entourage amongst HBO?
But hold
shows?
on. So remember, I was trying to tell you about The Wire. You got to watch that, dude.
All right, I'll get into it.
Yeah, all right,
I will.
What do I rank that? As far as HBO shows,
Entourage. The kid Kevin Connolly, right? He's a local guy from East Patchogue, right?
I'm glad you asked me, and then you just go right.
You took a long time to answer. I'm giving you time to think about it.
You're right. He's one town over.
Gabe E from the hit series Entourage grew up about 15 minutes from here.
All right. Well,
Really?
funny story about Kevin Connolly, right, Mike?
That's just part of the reason why I don't watch Entourage. You know what I mean?
Why?
I don't support him. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my dude, it was 30. It was 30 years ago. Let it go.
Yeah.
We got into a huge fight, okay, with Kevin Connolly and his friends when we were in high school.
Yeah. Gabe, I hold grudges. 30 years. You know.
Our friend DJ tried throwing him out a window. All right, I'll play the asshole game.
This was after he was in Rocky IV, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was walking around like he was big shit. I tried Condoms once.
Who saved his life?
He wasn't going through the window. You know what I'm saying? DJ was trying to throw him out the window. It was, let me tell you, and you want to know who started that whole fight?
No. Bubba.
Well, it starts with M and ends with Ike. Okay, he started the whole fight. Okay, because let's rewind real quick. All right, we're okay. So we're at a house. This house, girl we went to high school with. She's part. How many siblings were there?
Like 6.
No, I think more than that. Right?
There was a lot.
It's like 8, right?
Yeah, I think 8. Yeah.
So they lived in this huge house. Used to be a hotel back in the day on the water here in Bellport. Beautiful house. So we're there, and like I said, it used to be a hotel. So when we were kind of like, when you walk in, their foyer was like a lobby.
Yeah.
You know, almost, you know, that big staircase and stuff. So there was an issue. It always comes down to girls, right? You know, one of our guys was dating one of their girls, and they had a problem with it, and it just stemmed, you know, it was building. And you know what? Shame on her. She should have known this was going to happen when you merged the two different schools. Real quick, long story short, the guys are in each other's face talking. Mike's got a cigarette, of course. And what does he do? He just flicks the cigarette in the guy's face from Patchogue, and all you see is sparks all over the face.
That is a disgusting act.
And that was it. Punches were thrown, and just
Oh, man.
chaos and mayhem.
Yeah.
And it was craziness.
insane.
Crazy.
I mean, guys versus guys, girls versus girls.
Yeah.
People flying off radiators and stairs.
Wow,
it was
that's
insane. It was insane.
It was nuts. It was a good one. It was a good one.
It really
Good
was
story.
epic.
By the way, I saw our friend Bubba yesterday. He
Oh,
stopped
really?
by my house, and I said, "You got to come on the pod and talk about your cereal shit."
Yeah. What do you say?
And he said, "This is really funny that we're talking about this." He said, "I don't really remember that shit because it was 3 years old."
Mikey likes it.
He goes, "I remember being on the train going to do it, but I don't really remember being on set and all this." He goes, "But I'll come on that shit and talk about the fight back in the day from Patchogue Medford."
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
I swear to God,
See
he
that?
said that.
See that? Yeah, we gotta get him out here.
That is amazing.
Yeah, and then he asked me if I wanted to go fishing today, and I said no.
Yeah. So anyway, that's our little story with, with our connection with Entourage. Where do I rank it? I that's hard to tell. I mean, The Wire. I maybe like 5 or 6, something like that. But I really enjoyed that show. I think it was a great show. I love the characters. I love the story. I'm all about like the camaraderie with our friends, stuff like that. And that's kind of like high-fi. That's why I think you would like it.
It was good pop culture shit. There was sneakers, music, girls.
A lot of people told me I looked like the main character.
Cameos.
Shit. I looked at, I watched it a couple. I'm like, fuck this guy.
I don't see that.
No.
You're a handsome dude.
Turtle,
you are. You're a handsome guy. He's a handsome guy, but I don't see it.
Turtle was a Giants fan. Tom Brady was on an episode. It was great.
All right.
Well, he's a Yankees fan too.
Yeah.
Big Yankees fan. Yeah. So
it doesn't hold a candle to The Sopranos. That's my favorite HBO show ever. Gotcha. But
that's number 2 for me, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, under The Wire.
Yeah, The Wire's number 1. Absolutely number 1.
Yeah,
better than The Sopranos, really.
Have you seen The Wire?
I have, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't look at it as better than The Sopranos.
A little tidbit about The Sopranos. Do you know what his in-laws' last name was?
Tony Soprano's in-laws?
Yeah. Her maiden name.
Carmela
DeAngelis.
That's right.
Oh, I didn't know that. Then. No. Just gonna try to see if something wrong about
Mike D.
Mike's doing his own drops.
Yeah, he's a nasty person.
I just can't believe it's been 20 years since that show's come on.
Sopranos?
No, Entourage.
Oh yeah, I know. Wow,
we're old, boo.
We are.
We're old.
No, I know. All right, Gio from Ronkonkoma, thank you. Gio is, as we all know, a returning emailer. Guys, we got one more. And yes, Joey, you guessed it.
Oh shit!
You guessed it. That's our favorite. And that's Barbara from Mastic.
Barb.
I thought the budget increased on the show, but apparently not.
No music for her.
All right, Barbara from Mastic asks, okay, have any of you guys ever changed schools as a kid? How was it if you did? Or would that have been the worst news ever? This is going to be quick, I guess, because we never changed schools.
No.
I was fortunate enough to never have changed a school.
No.
Same.
Right. Gabe, you?
Every year.
Every year?
Wow.
Yeah. I can't remember. Up until 3rd grade, I was in different schools every year because I was always getting kicked out.
Wow.
Okay.
Wait, you getting kicked out in elementary school, Gabe?
Yeah.
Huh.
I fought a lot. I didn't like discipline, so there's teachers that I would literally cuss out. I would get suspended for, they had rules back then, you get suspended more than 3 times in a year, then you're kicked out of the whole
3 strikes you're out.
Yeah. So on top of that, we had what they called busing. If a school was overpopulated, they would make you go to a different school. You'd have to go to the closest school to you in the morning, jump on a bus, and then they drive you to a different school that is underpopulated. So there was that also.
We can't. Joe, you never changed schools.
No, I can't relate to that at all.
Right, but the only thing we can say is the transition from going to, let's say, Hampton Avenue to the middle school, or from the middle school to the high school, and you can see that could be nerve-wracking for children.
Absolutely. See, this question made me think of something like that. So now, okay, so we were never that kid, right?
No.
But don't you always remember when the new kid came to school?
Oh, absolutely.
You always remember the new kid, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, what would that feel like?
Oh, man.
You know what I mean?
Well, let me tell you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, God, every year, Gabe, jeez.
So the best part about it for me was that for the girls, they always loved the new guy. They were always attracted to the new kid or the new guy. So girls always came up to me and wanted to talk to me, and I'd always got, had a new girlfriend all the time. So it was great for me. With the guys, though,
that's a good.
You could tell who
we lost Gabe.
Friends.
You guys hear Gabe?
That's what he's saying.
Gabe, we lost you.
Another thing is that they
you
don't
hear me now?
know.
Got you now.
Okay, so that was a good perk for me for the girls, but the guys, it was more difficult to have friends with because, just that's how guys are. There was always some kids that would want to be friends with you because you had a shirt on that was their favorite team or something like that. So to make friends with guys was a little bit more difficult, a lot more easier with the girls.
See, then that's what I'm saying. All right, so like you like Mike. All right, so you and I were sitting in class, and some new guy walks in. It's like, bro,
Right.
You know what I mean? You know how much history is here, between us? And it's like, you're going to try to come into this. Like, I mean, same thing with you, Joe. You're still, you're a couple years younger than us, but you had your guys all through school.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, you was with the same group for,
your whole life.
Right.
Yeah.
Your whole life.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Nobody was coming in between that.
No.
And then I remember then in high school, like, so what Gabe said, and then that's what kind of sparked it for me. I remember like when you got a guy, right, comes in, especially like if he was handsome, you know what I mean? You got a good looking guy coming, a new guy, you're like, fuck. Right? This guy, he's just changing everything, right? It's just like, this guy's going to get a lot of attention now. It just changes the whole dynamic.
I agree.
Yeah?
Yep. Sorry.
Sure. You sure? Huh? You sure?
I was a little distracted.
Yeah, I see that. Anyway, so I look, let me tell you right now. I didn't move. Like my wife and I, we were looking to move. My daughter was in 8th grade and we didn't move because of that reason. Her changing schools and you know what I'm saying? Her being
hard
new
for the
kid.
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's just different now. I feel like now the kids are a little bit more resilient. You know what I mean?
I mean, with social media, they keep their old friends, but making new friends is always hard, right? I mean, like you said, if you're a stranger, you enter that, people already have relationships set up. It's up to you to try to prove to them that, you're worthy of friendship and shit. And so I can see it, being the new kid, it could be a tough road, But we were always open. Todd was a new kid, right? Like he didn't grow up.
Yeah.
No.
And Todd's that's a great example.
Now he's a lifetime friend, what I mean? Like we're open as long as you're, good people.
Yeah. But something like you remember. And, let me tell you right now. If the new kid was a girl and she was hot.
Oh my God. Everybody's flocking all
exactly,
over, right?
Right? Yeah. But I guess we're pretty fortunate, right?
Yeah.
To never have to.
Yeah. No, we had a little stability in our childhood.
And I guess
kept us here.
That means Gabe's unfortunate.
Yeah, I would say Gabe's definitely unfortunate for sure.
Gibraltar.
Changing. I mean, bro, this guy's in 3rd grade getting kicked out of school.
Yeah. Look at him now.
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, bro, I got the biggest hug coming your way. The biggest hug.
I don't need your sympathy.
You're going to get my pity.
It wasn't all that bad, though. I mean, it could have been a lot worse.
All right. So then, let me ask you, right? So do you have friends from when you were younger? Like, do you stay in touch with?
There's one guy that I grew up with on the same block. Like I went home from the hospital being born. I went to this house on the block. He went to that house on the block. He's 4 years older than me, but from when I was a kid, we always hung out, even though he was older, and we still talk. So
that's cool.
I have, that's the only friend actually that's like that.
That's all you need.
Yeah. Joey, I know you're still real tight with all your guys.
Yeah.
Obviously Mike, we're still tight with a lot of our guys, our cousin Vinny.
Yeah, no, we could try to keep it tight.
Yeah.
We got to get our cousin Vinny on the pod.
Definitely.
Your cousin Vinny.
My uncle Vinny.
All right, guys. Another great question from Barbara.
Barb, we love you.
Yeah.
Keep them coming. Thank you very much.
You guys got anything else?
I don't think so, man.
No,
this was a well-rounded pod, I think.
Yeah. Who knows next week? Maybe 2 different candidates in the fucking race. Who knows?
That's true, man. That's true. You never know.
Stay tuned for episode 36. We'll be back.
All right, guys. That's our show. That's episode 35 of Beers and BS podcast. And thanks for listening and keep tuning in and have a great night.
Check us out.
Tennessee.
Lord, I've really been real stressed. Down and out, losing grass. Although
yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.